Okay, I'm gonna make a rule. You are
Allowed
not
to-
allowed to be horny.
Oh, I knew you were gonna take the fun out of it. Well, our podcast is a smashing success. We are nipping on the heels of Joe Rogan himself's podcast. How you doing, Max?
Who? I don't even know who is Joe Rogan. Already forgot his name. He's
I don't know,
irrelevant
dude.
now because this podcast is going.
Sells some type of like herbal brain meth. I don't know what it is.
Some sort of like mushroom. You snort a mushroom and you put it in your fanny pack, or what?
Sounds accurate. Sounds accurate. Anyway, we are nipping at the heels of JRE ourselves, only on our second episode. What's up, players? Not really anything to talk about or mention in this week's episode. I'm going to go ahead and say that if you bring up anything that has anything to do wearing 12-ounce gloves related, I'm going to flip my shit.
This is not a boxing podcast.
It is not.
But we will talk about it, though, probably. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. So we had the last fight card of the year before alleged Christmas. I know you don't know what that is because down there in Middle Earth, wherever the fuck you live, I know for a fact Santa says he does not go that far. You have to pay
Too
for
much of a trip.
Yeah. So,
No. I mean, if
actually-
he was at the South Pole, it would be quicker. But
is Christmas cool down there?
is it cool? As in, like,
Is it dope?
is it hot? Oh, it's dope. Yeah, it's fucking awesome because it's the summer. It's the summer holiday.
No, that sounds
Christmas.
terrible.
It's awesome.
So
Everyone spends Christmas at the beach in Santa-themed bikinis.
Okay, no, see, look. Here in America, people only go... Okay, people that go to Hawaii and shit for Christmas are the people that are so fed up with Christmas that they don't want it to feel like Christmas. So you guys are used to that. It makes me sick to my stomach, dude.
Sick.
But
I've
anyway,
done 20 Christmases now in the sun. And I've done like 7, 8 Christmases in the snow. So I prefer the sun ones, I'll be honest. It's just, you just have a barbecue and a beer for Christmas. It's fucking awesome.
yeah, you know what we call that there? Like here?
What?
You know
Every
what we
day?
call... No, we call that 4th of July. Okay? Freedom. What the fuck
Freedom.
are you... What the fuck?
I don't have freedom. Sorry,
Let's
dude.
crack some Corona and limes and throw a shrimp on the bobby or whatever the fuck it. I know
How
that's.
dare
I
you.
know. I crossed the line. Cross the line. Speaking of who crossed the line, Derek Lewis smoking Chris Daukaus, man. You know, I had convinced myself all week that Daukaus might have the volume and just put it on him early, especially after the Gon fight. You know. But I also at the very end, fight day essentially, started telling myself, really though,
Exactly.
like that's Derek Lewis, man. Like that's literally, unless you're Cyril Gahn or Volkov. And Volkov, it only worked up until it didn't.
It only worked for 24, what was it? Oh no, 14 minutes and 39 seconds.
Yeah, no, I'd say even 14 minutes and 49 seconds, dude. Oh man, yeah. So I started convincing myself, I don't know. This might be one of those ones. And like, I love Daukaus. There's, obviously no disrespect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I thought Daukaus would have the speed and the technique. He was 30 pounds lighter than him, man. I
Yeah.
thought he'd have the speed and the technique to get it done. And obviously, he's 4-0. He was 4-0, 4 knockouts in the UFC so far. He's he was on a rocket ship to the title shot. I mean, there's no shame in losing to Derek Lewis, especially the way that he did. Like, if you get hit by Derek Lewis, I don't care who you are, you go down. Like, that's just how it works.
Most knockouts in UFC history.
Yeah.
Like it's
mean,
now
that's-
it's not even there's no ties, there's no in the early UFC, because that's like that's what people bring up with Vitor, right? Yeah, post SEG is essentially what you're talking about when you say modern. In modern,
and that's still most of the UFC, you know.
yeah, and even including that, he's beat Vitor. Now it's over. It doesn't even matter anymore. So, damn, bro. Hey, but Daukaus showed it though. He showed it after
Absolutely.
he got rocked because he got backed up. Lewis thought it was over, and he even said it in his post-fight interview, bro. He was like, "Damn, I thought I had him," and he started throwing back. I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Derek Lewis he's got the magic touch. He's the big heavyweight who, if he touches you with his right hand, you go to sleep, and there's no getting around it.
Dude.
You get around it by being Daniel Cormier and wrestling him,
or gone and being like,
gone and being the most technical kickboxer in heavyweight history.
for real. I actually saw a graphic today. Someone was saying that out of 2021, the 3 fighters that had the most significant strikes landed that year. So this year, it was like Holloway. I don't remember who would be. I don't remember who was next, but it was someone that would make sense to be like, oh, sure, of course.
Yeah.
And then third was Gone.
At heavyweight. He's only had 3 fights.
Like, what? At heavyweight. Yeah.
And more important, this is why, like, and it's the same thing with Ngannou. Derek Lewis and Ngannou have the same thing. When you're trying to pick in a fight with either Derek Lewis or Ngannou, it's impossible to pick because if Ngannou gets a hand on Gane, it's over.
Takes one mistake.
But I think Gane has his striking defense stats as well. The amount of punches he takes versus the amount he gives, like his striking differential is so good for heavyweight. He just doesn't get hit that much. Can't wait for it either way.
And I've convinced myself, Gane is gonna smoke Ngannou, I think.
I've picked Gane as well. He's like, I mean, I picked him more from the heart. You know, when you have picks that you make from the heart and the head. Cyril Gane is just what I want heavyweight MMA to be. I want it to be technical, and it isn't. And I still obviously will never get away from people like Lewis and Ngannou, and we don't want to because they're entertaining. You always want to see people who can sleep you in one punch, but Gane is just so much better. Like, technically, it's not even on the same planet. So yeah, I'm picking him with my heart, but it's so hard with Ngannou, you know.
It only takes one, but it does with Derek, and look what he did. It didn't even have a shot.
Exactly.
But Derek is a little bit different than Ngannou. Ngannou can be in like these trades. I think the thing about Lewis is like he plays possum almost, bro.
Oh yeah.
Ngannou does not do that at all. You'll be in a trade and then he catches you. Where Derek just backs up and waits for something.
Yeah, Derek spends 20 minutes waiting for the right hand.
So I think it's a little bit different, but it's still ultimately the same thing. I think it's a more dangerous fight for Gane, for sure. Because you could be in the middle of one of those touch-em-up combos, and then that's where Francis goes, peep this. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Where Lewis is more, you can almost tell when it's coming. I mean, dude, he threw like 58,000 right hooks in a row. That was, you know it. You'll never see Ngannou do that. I don't.
It's true, and Derek doesn't throw in combinations.
No, throws 58,000 right hooks. He goes like, I'm just gonna beat you down. Ah, damn. But
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an amazing first pay-per-view back, and you know, it's the modern MMA fighter versus the old school. That's what I feel like it is.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, power puncher. Well, and then we see Francis, patient Francis. Like we kind of saw against Stipe. I don't think that translates though. Like the people saying like he's a change man. Is he, or did he just go into there fighting someone he had lost to and said, "I know what I need to do now"? Does he go right back to the old school type of shit he does when he fights someone else?
Yeah,
but they've like trained before too, though.
Exactly, they know each other. They've fought together more rounds than Stipe ever fought in Ghana. So
yeah,
I'm really interested to see how it's doing.
That's got me.
We got off track here talking about two fighters who didn't fight yesterday or the day before.
Sure, but there was reasoning for it. Anyway, carrying on. Hey, we cut it a lot quicker than we did about Amanda Nunez, but that was
damn true.
That was a big thing. All right, so what else was on that card?
Bilal Muhammad taking out Wonder Boy, breaking the hearts of millions.
Okay, well, people were accusing me of being like, "Oh, we get it, you guys are boys." Like, no, I don't even think he'd remember my name. Like, yeah, maybe he would, but
remember the name?
We just hung out. Remember? Oh, look at this guy, this fucking guy. Yeah, it's more that, dude, I don't dislike fighters unless they give me a reason to, and I don't think he's like the biggest. I get that. Yeah, he's not the most exciting dude.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. But even Gilbert Burns didn't beat Wonder Boy that bad.
No. Yeah.
Not even fucking close. I mean,
Not even close.
Wonder Boy kind of had some success right at the beginning of the fight, right?
Yep.
You know,
his thing.
Yeah, kind of hit him with some stuff. I think, did he even try like a wheel kick or something? Like he was popping off some shit. And then Bilal said, nah, forget that though. Peep this. And then.
Yeah. Do you remember wrestling?
Yeah. We've never, and people were telling me on Twitter, well, bro, Wonder Boy's wrestling is shit. Okay, well then how has he got to where he's got? He's fought wrestlers.
Yeah.
And Bilal.
Tyron Woodley. Who else? Luke can grapple. Neil can grapple. Burns is a grappler. It's an amazing grappler.
And Bilal manhandled him.
Yep.
Bad. Now,
He was as dominant as anyone's ever looked, I reckon, against Wonder Boy in a while.
From what I remember, yeah. And like people backtracking just because it's Bilal. No, fuck off. Like, dude, that guy. Do I think he deserves, to fight Usman next? No, I don't. But I think it's funny. Like someone earlier on the card, I think I missed the actual interview, post-fight interview, but he said like, he made some type of call out. Everyone was ripping on him, like huge waist. And I'm like, okay, so he probably called out someone shitty because people bitch all the time if you don't call your shot up, right? You want to call your shot up or something that gets you up. And then Bilal does it after smoking Wonder Boy, and all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, man.
I don't get it either. I mean, he's 7 undefeated. Obviously, there was one of those is a no contest because of an eye poke, which was the most infuriating thing that's ever happened. And before that, it was Jeff Neal, who we know is more than solid.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was another 4 wins in a row. So, like, Jesus Christ, what do you want the guy to do? He deserves someone high, and he's definitely in the conversation now.
Yeah, I mean, I think. I guess we'll get to this because it's kind of news. We'll get to that in a little bit, but I don't really know what's next for him. This will come in. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about this in a little bit. Not that we have a format or plan for this, but we were going to talk about news after we talk about the fight. So there is something coming up. Yep. But we'll circle back to that. But I think Bilal really, really, really. I even said, dude, it made me wonder. Okay, I thought maybe those next few rounds versus Leon might have looked interesting.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I think you're lying to your fucking self if you go, no, he would have smoked him. He was not beating his ass. He was winning, but then he poked he fucking finger banged his eye, dude.
You didn't say that.
he finger banged it, dude. I mean, he was so deep in that. I mean, I think he touched his cerebellum, dude.
I think so. I think he tickled his brain. That's for sure.
He gave him the little,
Give him a little. Come here.
If he would have done this, that would have been a shocker. He would have got pinky in the mouth and 2 in the brain. But anyway, I think it could have got interesting. It could have got interesting.
Absolutely.
He looked great.
I mean, he needs to be in the conversation. Obviously, Edwards is. I think Edwards at this point deserves to be higher up in that conversation.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But that conversation needs to be had about Bilal.
Yeah.
Angie Hill, Amanda Lemos.
I know we feel the same on this one. You go ahead. I'll let you start this one. Hey, you know what that is? You know what this is right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's my man. My man. That's think about it. Hold on. My man. That was dog shit. Close fight, but go for it.
30-27, one judge scored it for Lemos.
Oh, that dude was fucking finger banging his own ass during that fight, bro. He was like, we don't got to work tonight. There's been 2 decisions. Peep this, bro. Smell my finger. He's sitting over there not doing shit. Keep going.
I think he left the arena.
He was balls deep in a Wetzel's pretzel, bro. He was probably like sitting there next to the other judges like, watch, how far do you think I can get this down my throat, dude? They're like, are you serious? There's a fight on. He's like, no decisions tonight. We don't got to work.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Sorry. You go.
Fucking. It's so good. Angie Hill. I tweeted about this. It got some traction, and she saw it. I managed to put a typo in the tweet, which is classic me. 4 split decisions in the UFC, And all four, the majority of media members who scored it for Angie.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Like that
verdicts.
Gedalia one?
Yeah, verdicts. Also, God bless, she retired. But verdicts worldwide score was like overwhelmingly for Angie.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm not saying this was a robbery. A lot of people on Twitter were like, "Why is everyone claiming a robbery?" We're not claiming a robbery, but what we're claiming is, first of all, 30-27, you're out your fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, the majority of people think Angela Hill won that fight.
Well, so here's
if you think Lemos won at 29-28, okay, we can have a conversation about it for sure. But I don't know.
Well, so
it's disappointing, man.
The way I see it is, of course, I'm the same way. Robberies are very rare. They're not as common as people think. But here's the thing, exactly kind of what you're saying about 30-27. If they were all mixed 29-28, I don't think it wouldn't be that big a deal. But it tells you, okay, so if you drag that motherfucker balls deep in a Wetzel's pretzel out and bring in a fucking competent judge, how would he have scored it? Because 30-27 doesn't make any sense. So if you had anyone else there that was fucking paying attention or knew what they were doing, now it's a toss-up again. Because 30-27 is incorrect. It's just incorrect. I mean, that's it. Yeah. It's incorrect. So then you take that one motherfucker out, you bring someone else in, they go, well, objectively, I had it 29-28 either way. Now this is a lot more. Yes. And like that verdict post, dude, they were saying like, you know, she lost out on $73,000, man, because that would have been the win bonus for it.
I wanted to go back and check how much money she's lost out on all of those split decisions. Because I'm not saying she deserved to win every split decision.
No.
That's not how it works. But there's like, I mean, the Claudia Gedalia one, everyone. Like that was 99% of people thought that Angela Hill won that fight.
Yeah.
And at this point, she's lost what? Must have lost out on $250,000 in win bonuses from 4 fights.
Probably. And you know what I've said is, and I don't know how many people know what I'm talking about when I say this, but it's like she's the female version of Danny Castillo. If you look back at Danny Castillo's career, dude, like 3 or 4 split decisions went the other way that were all super close.
Yeah,
he would have been like
Bobby Green as well.
Yeah, Bobby Green would be another one. Yeah, dude. Go ahead and score at 29-28, but the guy who had 30-27, you got to think if there was someone in there that was not deep-throating a Wetzel's pretzel, probably covered in cheese, you're going to get a lot more. You're going to get a 29-28, and I don't care which way it goes, but 30-27 just don't sit right.
It doesn't at all. And I was thinking about our last episode, when the scores were read out, I was thinking about our last podcast when we were talking about open scoring. Can you imagine like
what she would have done if she would have heard she was down 2 rounds?
Yeah. Or can you imagine fucking like her reaction after winning the second, or if you know after the second round?
Yeah.
And seeing that 2 judges gave it to her and 1 didn't. Like you'd be like, what?
Well, and that's what fucks with you, right? Like that's what the argument against it would be, because it's like, well, then now she goes out there and she goes out there and fucking yeets it, tries to throw a Hail Mary and gets knocked out. Now you go, now it's your fault anyway. But had she known that,
who knows? Might have been different. It might have been different.
Yeah. Well, end of the story. 30-27 is bullshit.
Yeah. Hubba bubba bullshit.
Hubba bubba bullshit. Blow a bubble with it and stick it up your ass.
Stick it up your pretzel loving ass. So before that, we had some mullet action. Ricky Simon, Rafael Sunsao.
He restored
order to the mullet empire.
Mullets took a big hit a couple fight cards ago.
It's been a bad year for mullets.
Mullets don't look so cool. And then Ricky Simon said, I will not take this disrespect. Okay? This is grappling in the front, partying in the back. Peep this. Yeah. Dude, Simone took it to him, dude.
He did. He always does. Dude's built like fucking John Lineker if he had a mullet, which, by the way, I wish he did.
Do you know who Dr. Disrespect is?
Yeah.
Okay, did you see my tweet about that? I didn't think anyone would fucking get it. Yeah, I was like, bro, that's what... So Ricky Simone's what happened with Dr. Disrespect leaves his fucking mullet wig on the floor, spills a Mountain Dew and some HGH on it, because Ricky Simone is jacked. And I'm not even accusing him of anything. I'm just saying that's a wig that got HGH on it, and you got Ricky Simone. I don't know, man. But yeah, no, super pumped for him.
For
I mean,
sure.
so what do you
And
do?
for a
He's tops right now for maybe a Sugar Sean fight, possibly.
Yeah. Where's he ranked? Let me check. I'm gonna do
I think
some
he hit like
Jamie.
15 or 14. I think.
Let's have a little peeky peek.
Oh wait, the rankings don't even drop till tomorrow.
Oh, they haven't dropped. That's my bad. But a Sunsao was ranked 12th.
Yeah, he's got
So
to be
you
at least
imagine
15.
he's gonna be in there for sure. Yeah, that's a good fight. O'Malley. They'll probably try and give O'Malley someone higher up. I don't know.
Oh, dude, an O'Malley Yanez fight would be so tits. But
Oh shit.
do you really do you bank on the idea maybe they keep letting both of them go and then maybe see what's up? Yeah, Simone versus Sugar, I'd be okay with.
I'd be fine with that. I think they're gonna let Sean go up. I think they're gonna get Yanez up as well. I think they'll probably give those guys people who are coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what about a Sunsao though? What a fall from grace for him.
Well, I mean, I've always said about him, he's got to be like the most forgettable fighter ever. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean, it's like, dude, he's been in the top 10 for like literally 10 years. Like it's been like
we've mentioned it a lot of times.
We've talked about this on Twitch, dude. It's been like 10 fucking years. This dude's been in the top 10, and you ask a single casual who that is.
No one knows who he is.
You show him O'Malley, knock him out. Be like, oh, I know that guy. You go, fuck you, dick. Or no, O'Malley, Garbrandt. You know what I meant.
Garbrandt,
Yeah.
So and the guys he's been fighting as well. Like he beat TJ.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Munoz. And he ends up fighting TJ again. Takes an L there. Sterling, Marais, Font. He beat all these guys.
Dude, he beat Masvidal back in the day.
Yep. We figured that out.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah. Shout out Faith. What's up? Yeah.
So he's now on a 4-0 streak with 2 KOs, 2 pretty fucking savage KOs as well.
I even had him on some of my parlays, dude, thinking like, yeah, he's gonna fucking
bounce back.
He's gonna, veteran him. He's gonna vet him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be one of those guys goes in and goes, I've dealt with you youngsters before. Watch, I'll slow you down. I'm just gonna, teabag you for a couple rounds. We'll just LOL at it and we'll carry on. And
the mullet won.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Demand that respect.
And like you say, for sure. And like you say, he should be in the rankings now. So hopefully
he will.
He's always good money to watch. He's built like a brick shit.
Mm-hmm. Always fun. That's what I mean. The HGH wig.
Allegedly. Mateusz Gamrot, Diego Ferreira.
Hey man.
Holy shit.
I root for anybody that I feel like Joanna Young Jacek would be going for. Okay, that's
a rule.
Facts. Yeah, dude. And no, he's looked super fucking good, I'd say that one went about like I thought. You have didn't Ferreira say he had a rib injury going into it?
I didn't see. I was gonna say I imagine he must have done based on the finish.
I hate that. Like,
I hate those finishes.
Dude, it's like I understand why sometimes you wouldn't disclose those because you don't want to get pulled from a fight or whatever, but it just never looks good when you lose and you say, well, I went into that with that.
Yeah. I think this is one of those rare occasions. I think it's different if you lose by decision and then you come out later and you go, like, oh, I had a bad leg, like that is always a bad look. But he got hit with that one knee and he was instantly looked at ref and went, no, I'm done. It's just a strange finish,
Which still makes sense. I mean, if you said I did have an injury, but it's like, well, so he just targeted it. He just happened to need. I'm not saying I don't believe him, but it just never looks as good when you claim the injury after.
It's true. And I mean, fuck, it was a great fight up until that point.
Yeah.
The scrambles, some of the best grappling scrambles I've seen in a long time. For Hader, his defensive scrambling, because Gamrot's going to take you down. He's got some of the best takedowns in that division. And Diego managing to scramble out of almost every takedown until the last one was really impressive. So, yeah, it sucks that it had to end that way. I'd have liked to see how it went. But that's 3 in a row now for Gamrot.
I like that in his post, like in the presser in the back. He was saying that he realistically doesn't see himself. They were asking, like, what's next? A lot of fights, the title. And he was saying, well, the title, I don't see myself even sniffing until like 2023. So he's planning on beating other high level competition and working his way there, and I like that type of approach because
I love that.
Yeah, because it tells you that he doesn't have any misconceptions about himself or where he stands. He's not going to jump in. He's going to take fights. He's going to take a fight, and he's going to continue to prove it. I mean, Ferreira is nobody to tiptoe around, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the only other guy I can think of recently who's got that approach is Aspinall.
Yeah.
Who said every time he's meeting someone new, they've been like, "Who do you want? You want the belt? You want the belt?" And he's like, "No, fuck you. I don't want the belt. I don't want
like, give me Ivanov."
He's like, "I'm number 7. Give me number 6. You know, I'm number 10. Give me number 9." He wants to keep moving upwards, but he wants to learn and get better so that when he does get that shot, it's not too early. And I feel like that's where Gamrot's mind is, for sure. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I like that approach. So yeah, you know, good fight. I hope, you know, no shit on Ferreira. Hope he's all good and hope he comes back. But yeah, Gamrot just keeps going up.
Fuck yeah.
Gamrocket. We'll call him Gamrocket.
Gamrocket. He's the gamer.
There we go.
Before that, we had some classic Cub Swanson.
Okay. Oh. Dude, I put $100 on him to beat. And I won like $70 back or something. Like, I never make those types of bets, but I knew that was a lock. Okay, there's nothing Derek or sorry, phone call. It's Thomas. Hey, shout out Thomas. I know you're gonna watch this too. I'll call you back in a little bit, baby. Yeah, there's nothing because Darren Elkins never beats people down on the feet, right? You're not beating Cub on the feet. He can pull out Hail Mary grappling exchanges and get you. I didn't see any path to victory besides Cub fucking up. You know, I also didn't think he was going to smoke him that quick and that fast. But he did exactly what I thought just on fast forward.
Exactly. That's an amazing way of putting it.
Like, bro, he is doing like this. How many people even fight like that? And it seems like he's moved more and more towards this style or whatever the fuck it is he's doing now. I mean, the only fighter I could think of that does anything like that was like Prime Cruz. And it's still not even the same. It's not even all footwork. It's more just the way he moves and then like dipping down, then lunging into shit and just catching you when you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Explain it to me, Max.
Unique.
What is it?
Oh, because I'm a pro. Yeah. He's just a fucking man. Like, it's all trunk movement, right? It doesn't move, like you said, it's like Cruz, but he doesn't move his feet. He's just so confident in his defensive abilities. He's got his hands down by his knees, staring at you with his head sticking out. And then you throw a punch at him, he's gone. The 3-piece that he hit Elkins with to put him down. Oh.
Wasn't that lead off fucking like leaping straight? Like, bro, I mean, I made a tweet about that one, and it was just essentially highlighting how Darren didn't think there was a chance in hell. I mean, because what would anyone else close that distance with? Like some type of flying knee, you know, like, or spinning heel kick maybe, which he did end up catching. Something rangy, not a goddamn punch. It's not even a Superman punch, bro.
Back against Tu Hai Choi as well. I think we need to rename the Superman punch. Call it something else, because that's the fucking Superman punch.
The Cub Club.
Yes. Like you freeze frame that shit and put a cape on him. He's flying. You know?
I don't even know. I know, bro. I don't even know who you say it's like. I mean, Dominic Cruz, I think, is my best example.
Yeah, it's close, but
how soon is it before you think we start seeing other people trying to fight like Cub and going like, look at this resurgence? Because he did not always fight like that. Like, yes, he's always kind of had that flow, but there's like this weird fucking flow he's doing now. It's
just great. I remember, like, obviously everyone's known him since WC, but the Choi fight was where you first saw that kind of. It
erupted where he went, this works.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this dude in the fucking head from everywhere.
I don't.
And then know. He doesn't fight anyone shit. Like his record is outrageous. He went on a terrible losing streak, but it was against Ortega, Edgar, Moicano, and Burgos. And they gave him Cron Gracie. By the way, who fucking thought it was a good idea to give Crone Gracie Cub Swanson.
The PR team, they thought.
That is the worst matchmaking I've ever seen.
And that's a big reason I was like, Elkin's not catching him on the ground, bro. Like, Elkins
No.
isn't on there, like, with Kron. And I know, yes, he has more MMA experience. But I was like, no. That's why I was like, $100 on Cub. I never even do that on a favorite. Fuck no. Why? But I was like, this is a lock, dude. This is
It's just gonna happen.
My only regret's not putting it on KO.
Yeah.
I mean, he smoked him. I'm calling it now. We're gonna start seeing people copying his style. You know, you see people copy other people's style all the time when they show success. It's like we've only seen Cub do it for a couple of years now, and now it's like he's hit his flow with it. I'm very curious to see if we start seeing more people going like, "What this shit Cub's doing? Like, what the fuck is that?"
The only thing I can think of is like Prince Nassim back in the day.
The boxer, yes. Like,
because he never moved his feet either. Like, obviously they moved their feet. I don't mean
and
it like
switch
that, but he's not
stances and
avoiding-
shit. Yeah, it's not a cruise thing.
No, he's not using his footwork defensively, but his head movement and trunk movement and countering off of that. And just throwing wild shit from 50 miles away. No one does that.
And catching most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, closing the distance with your hands is not easy.
No.
And
he's
especially to
not
do it
big.
with one strike and not do it with, like, you know, some feints or anything. It's
Yeah.
just, LOL, and you're fucking hurt. What the fuck? It doesn't, I don't know, man. I really think, hey, I haven't heard anyone actually even say this. Your boy Mac just came up with this.
Here we go.
I just think that other fighters start maybe trying to mimic that a little bit. I don't know why you wouldn't. I know, breaking shit peeped me out. Einstein of MMA, what's up?
Big brain and moves. I mean, yeah, what can you say? It was an amazing performance. He's one of the most entertaining people to watch in the game. And he's 38.
Yeah, you still got time.
Fucking hope I look like that when I'm 38.
Fucking for
Jesus.
real.
Hope I look
Also,
like I'm 28.
it can't go unmentioned that, like, bro, something about fighting in front of your kids and wife or your mother and dad. Like, bro, you ain't trying to lose on, you know, like Clay Guida so elegantly put it. I ain't trying to get knocked out in front of my fucking mom. You know, like, God forbid your kids. Can you imagine getting knocked out in front of your kids and, like, 10 years later you're like, go to your room. He goes, Clay Guida knocked you the fuck out. Like,
I seen it.
Oh, yeah, no, not happening. And very, very.
It's like a power level thing, right? Your power level goes up if your baby is in the crowd.
Has to.
I
Yeah.
think so. Cowboy Cerrone. Yeah. Anyway, next up, GM3.
I mean, I've said this on Twitter multiple times. I think every time he wins, and not even, I will go back. Every time he wins, though, it makes Hamzat look even more crazy. Like, and people go, well, but it was like he's a slow starter. Okay, it doesn't matter. He's a slow starter, and he's won his last 3 fights. He's taking shots.
Finished.
Hamzat hit him in 1. It tells you, it just
17 seconds.
It's fucking nuts. It makes me really go, what the fuck is this dude on? And not even in, like, I mean on, like, some fucking witchcraft shit.
Wizard.
Yeah, some wizard shit. But GM3, dude, you know, he's always been the shit. There's really nothing to not like about him. He's doing the damn thing, dude. You know? You don't see a lot of people like that get smoked by an up-and-comer and then just stick around and then keep grinding out fights. He's grinding these out and he's winning. That's 3 in a row, right? I think all by submission.
Yeah.
Put some respect on that dude's name.
You got to feel for Stoltz first because he was dominating that fight for a decent chunk. And I'm going to go into my fucking grappling nerd dictionary for a while here. I apologize.
No.
It was 1 sweep. That's all it took to go from getting dominated to winning a fight by finish. 1 sweep from side control. GM3 hit a ghost sweep, took the back, choked him out.
Well, didn't he almost like... He almost caught him... Like, I remember when he had his leg and his arm.
Yeah.
And I was like, snap them both, bitch!
Do it.
Can you imagine, dude? He's walking out there like Patrick the Star with 2 missing limbs, like just wobbling on one side. What the fuck, dude? That was dope.
World's first knee arm bar. That's what I'm waiting for.
He almost had it.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 3 subs in a row after what, like you said, usually when you get knocked out like that by a newcomer,
They
that's
almost
kinda it. You
always
just write it
tail,
off.
don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's other people out there that have come back, but
Yeah.
the UFC even kind of seems to have an eye on you after that. Like, well, we got what we needed out of you. We got
Yeah,
this highlight
that's it.
clip. You lose
thank you for
another,
serving.
you lose another 1 or 2, and then have fun in wherever.
Yeah.
No,
And he wasn't exactly lighting the UFC on fire before that. He was on like a win-loss kind of thing. But now he's never won 3 fights in a row in the UFC. So he's as good as he's ever been. Better than he's ever been.
I love it. I fucking love it. And I didn't mean to bring up Hamzat at first to be like, oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
GM3 deserves all the respect, but that is something. For people out there that think the Hamzat's some can crusher, explain that. Because he's eating shots, dude. And a welterweight smoked him in his first punch. And I understand the idea of him being a slow. Maybe Hamzat just hit him with the. That still speaks to what I'm saying, though. He still smoked him with 1 punch. I don't care. Maybe he doesn't hit harder than the other one. He still caught him clean enough to knock him the fuck out in 1. I think that's crazy, dude. Every time he wins, it makes that win age
Look
like
better.
fine wine. Yeah. But yeah.
Speaking of fine wine, Justin Taffer's knockout. I don't have a segue, but
I doubt he's drinking wine, bro. That dude's drinking moonshine with that kick, bro. What the dog? Okay. When I was doing my parlays, I was like, okay, wait, hold on. I'm smart enough to stay away from that fight. You never know with Taffa, right? I was like, no. I was like, yeah, he should smoke him, but you never fucking know. And then Hansucker had a couple little moments there, and then Taffa said, no, fuck this, peep this. And he like pushed him up against the cage. Dude. He was blocking it, and he just went. I went, oh, that's over. I remember. I think the actual live camera angle was looking down, where you could see Hunsucker's hands up, and you just see him. Whoo! I mean, that's like a Mark Hunt kick. I was like, no, thanks, nope. And then they play it back, and homie's hands. I mean, dude, he full on blocked that. And it didn't mean dick. That was textbook. That was just a fucking oak tree coming to about PFL, shout out to the smart cage, about 18 miles an hour. That's all it needs, baby. That took him the fuck out. I went, oh, hell no. Sign me up for not getting smoked by that. But that's
Dude's
why.
Got a leg like a fucking ham hock. It's huge.
What do you call it? Was that he said himself like elephant thighs or whatever? Yeah. Like, bro, yeah. And he wasn't even, it wasn't like a snap kick. It was like, oh yeah, fuck you. It was like me kicking the coffee table after I lose 8 fights in a row on UFC 4, bro. Like, it was. Exactly. Nah. You know, it reminds me, speaking of UFC 4, that is a block breaker kick all day. Where you rock their block breaker all day. So you just know, you still head kick them, they're blocking it perfectly, and
dead.
You don't see that much.
And we've seen people get KO'd from blocking like this, right? Like they got a roundhouse coming, they block like this.
Hits the back of the head.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It wraps around or it goes through the hand, like the smallest part. You know, this dude had like tie pads up. Perfect tie pad blocking. This is how you would allow someone to kick you in the face.
It didn't matter.
It didn't do dick.
I want to see a really slow motion replay of that to see if it was like maybe his hand, like his forearm slamming into his head, or if it was just like everything combined.
Shockwave. I'd also like to know if his bones are okay.
Probably not. I'm gonna bet no.
I think he might be slightly injured, but I mean, good for Taffa. Although we haven't mentioned, he did somehow miss weight.
Yeah, but like what I was saying on Friday, you weren't on stream with me, but I was like. Oh, God forbid the people like making out to be this. So, oh, he missed weight though. Where's he supposed to go? Super heavyweight? There isn't nothing. Hey, we're talking about a fucking weight class that has 60-pound differential. Oh, God forbid he missed by a pound. So what? Hey, he put every extra pound of that missed weight right into his shin. Yeah, dude. He just transferred it all. I don't give a fuck, man. Yeah, not a good look. Don't let it happen again. If you think that's what won him the fight, oh, he weighed 266, not 260 or 267 technically, not 266. Fuck off. There is a 60-pound differential in that weight class. I don't care. I don't even care.
He could have probably like cut his toenails and he would have made weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to have an impact on the fight. It's not a great look, and you know, we shouldn't allow it, obviously.
Well, he said himself.
That is the best possible way to miss weight by 1 pound at heavyweight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna have the least impact on the fight.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't even fucking care about that.
Yeah.
So I said Friday. I don't give a fuck. Oh, 236 versus 246. Oh, 254 versus 263. Oh, 225 versus 258. Oh, God forbid though. 267. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, it's a bad look. Fix it. He's not gonna let it happen again. But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But anyway.
And he wants Carlos Felipe next, which was that it was a split loss, and he was real pissed at that because
that was a fun
quite
fight.
a few people think he won that. It was a great fight. Yeah.
Run it.
So maybe he gets that again. Before that, Melissa Gatto, Sajara Eubanks.
Haha. Does anyone like Sajara Eubanks, man?
I swear, every time we talk about,
I can't. She? Okay, look, she might have had a ant army of people that liked her, and then that I don't even want to go into it too much, but that video dropped, made her look like even more of a
nightmare,
less likable person than you thought, and it was fantastic to see. I thought she got kicked right in the gato, right in the gato,
yeah, the Melissa Gatto,
and then the gato, yeah. So I went, ooh, nice kick. I liked it. I was like, that's a dope kick. I mean, then you find out that was legit as fuck. She just literally tickled her kidneys, bro. She gave her,
yeah. The old ab separator. It's like an ice pick.
Yeah. It's straight up, man. To not get too crazy on it, I don't fucking like Eubanks. I never have. She does it to herself too. You know,
it's all self-imposed, all of it. I mean, she missed weight again.
Yeah. Look behind.
Well, how many times is that now? And that's not even talking about the shit that actually makes you.
Yeah. There's nothing
angry about it.
I mean, she threatened the UFC that time. Remember, she's like saying how she's gonna fucking. And yeah, it's not. Yeah. I never really. Yeah, I'm sure she was somewhat joking, but then you know, I don't like her, and it was. I figured she'd win, and it looked like that up until that gato teep kick, and it was nice, man. That was dope. It was a fantastic kick. It was a really, really good KO. She was the underdog as well, which we always like to see. She's only 25. Shit. On the way up. She's undefeated now. She's still undefeated is what I mean. She's undefeated now. She kicked her so hard in the El Gato. She took that O back, dude.
took that O back. But yeah, I mean, and that's all finishes in the UFC.
How about that?
Good. How about that?
Okay, never bet on fucking Sajara Eubanks again, just for the boys, man. Yeah.
Also, yeah, we don't like her. Anyway, Charles Jourdain, Andre Ewell. Holy shit.
I can't believe Ewell survived as long as he did. And then he showed signs of life. He did. You know, and I still have a little bit of grudge against Jourdain for what he did to the homie, Korean Superboy.
Of course.
But you got to respect it, right? It's not like he grapple fucked him. Like, he's just good. He is just good. Wasn't super Canadian of him. And neither was the finish of that fight. I mean, dude, I was like...
the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
You know, bro, I usually, during the prelims, I don't miss prelims, but I'm not sitting there going, let's go! What's up?
Yeah.
Someone chest bump me. You know what I mean? I'm chilling, bro. I'm like, damn, he's getting his ass whooped. Oh, shit! Let's fuck people up! Let's go! Let's go! This is not Canadian! What the fuck is this? Yeah! I mean, dude, what the fuck? Something just hit with him. He was like, nah, peep this out. Like, peep this out. If I'm not getting I want 50K. all day, baby. Now peep this teep to your fucking. Oh, dude. I mean, because what did he hit him? He just started blasting his face, started screaming like Ewell did something to him. Like Ewell fucking spit on his mom's car or something. And then just started. Then what? He spinning heel kicked him, landed that, turned around, said, "Oh, you're still standing? Spit on my mom's car again!" Bah, dude. I mean, he sent him. He sent him, bro. I mean, you gotta imagine Ewell just sitting there like, bro, what the fuck? There's 10 seconds left, bro. I'm not Max Holloway. Chill out. What the fuck? Like, what? Dude, that was one of my favorite finishes of all time. Finishing to a fight.
It's a great moment. It's a great moment, especially because you all did the. Come on, we fighting? Jordan was like, yes. Eat my foot.
He sent him, bro. I mean, it reminds me of one time when I was a kid. Me and my brothers were playing football in the house. We were not allowed to be doing that, but it was cold outside, so we said, fuck it. So we were using a Nerf ball instead of a real football. Everything was going great. We weren't breaking anything, and I ripped a fucking TD on my older brother. So what did he do?
Punch you directly in the head.
Oh, no. Hell no. Way doper. Way doper. I'm standing there. What's up? This right. Spike the ball, and he just goes, bah! He Spartan kicked me just like that. And what do? I fly through the entertainment system. System. Yeah, dude. That blocked like my mom's sound system, the TV, all that shit. All the glass breaks. And I'm like sitting there, oh, you serious, dude? And he's like, oh, why'd you do that? Like, bro. Anyway, my little brother and him teamed up, and when they got home, they said it was me, and I was just being a dumbass and just said, yeah. They admitted it years later, I think at Thanksgiving. But yeah, it reminded me of getting kicked like that, and that shit was not fun, because I think I went about 6 feet. And I wasn't on...
You went about 12 feet in the cage.
Yeah, thank God.
Motherfucker.
Thank God I wasn't on ESPN. But,
yeah, it's true.
Detour.
Not a good look.
Yeah, dude's a beast, anyway. Yeah.
Rocky P. It's continuing. Come on. Come on.
Nah.
Come on.
Nah. All right. I will give her the respect she deserves. I'll give her that. But like, can we not admit though that like her fights have been dog shit? 90% of the not late. Not yet. Okay. Not this one. But it's like I said. It's almost like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But maybe someone's not the champ anymore, and someone's feeling kind of hungry.
Mm-hmm. People getting a bit antsy, knowing that Amanda Nunes has an off switch.
I don't recall the last time I saw Rocky going for it like that. And Macy's someone who's been fucking people up.
Yeah, Macy Chasson. We talked about it. I can't remember if it was on the podcast or on Twitch, but the last Macy Chasson was the last person who I thought could challenge Nunes, because she was the only person in the rankings who hadn't lost her last fight or something like that. Now that's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And it was with the cheeky white belt choke as well. Did you saw the finish, right?
Yeah, I choked her with a diver, bro.
10-finger choke. It's the I can't get a ghillie on you, so I'm just gonna put my hands in your fucking throat.
I call it the magic fingers.
The magic Mike fingers.
The spirit fingers. Spirit fingers for Nunes. Like, dude, if you could choke someone out like this, get your shit together, bro. Hey, but
yeah,
she showed out.
Absolutely, and she's on a streak. She's on a streak.
I don't even want to think about her fighting for a title again, just because of what we saw for years. But hey, respect's due, which wants me to go into another topic, but we'll get there.
We will very soon, because this is the second to last fight. Dontel Maez, Josh Parisian, big boys,
dude. Bro, Herb Dean stopped that fight because he was bored, bro. He was like, bro, I got 2 fights to my next assignment. I don't have that much time to get that much beer. Like, are you guys done? Are you done? Thank you. You're done. Yeah, it was a finish. Hey, and talk about... I'm trying to decide how I should word what I want to say.
Oh, it's going to get offensive. Let's go.
Okay. I thought teabagging your opponent
Here we go.
was fucked up. Now straight up throating your opponent. What? Excuse me. Hold on. That's assault, brother.
That is an assault.
That's assault.
And
anywhere else.
I don't remember learning it in jiu-jitsu in the North-South class.
We all thought it. We've all thought it. Been in the North-South. Thought about. Imagine. Just kidding. I won't. He said, "Fuck it." I hated in the fucking post-fight press conference, bro. And he was Alex Buchanan. Shout out to the boy. Asked him like, hey, "Do you practice that?" He's joking. You know, he's just like, "What was that?" Like everyone's talking about that. You know, do you practice that? He said, "No. You know, I just saw an opportunity." He missed a giant opportunity.
Yeah, I was like, Mac Malley would have knocked that motherfucker out of the park.
Say, do I train that in jiu-jitsu? Nah, baby girl, but I do train that in the sheets. Like, bro, that was straight sex. That was sex. That's assault. That's assault, brother. We've talked about this. Bro, that was dope. That's a 10-6 round. I don't care.
That is. I think every time he landed the hips to the face, the other guy lost a point in the round. So it's, you know, 10-9, 10-8, 10-7, 10-6.
The worst. Yeah, dude. Every hump takes you down a point, dude. That's just disrespect. Sprawl out of that, dude. Get the fuck out of there. He is necking you right now, bro. You can't allow that. No. Oh, bro, that shit was so fucking funny, dude.
Oh man.
Fuck, I had another point. I had
what are you gonna do now? I just saw the Mario coin. You know when you hit someone in Mario and the coin comes out?
Boing, boing.
Like, bing, bing.
Okay, well, I just hope Brian Ortega didn't see that, because with that giant fucking cup he uses, dude, he's gonna knock people out like that.
Dude, for real, it's an advantage. Like if you've got that thing on and you're in back control or even like an arm bar, you just snap that shit on the cup.
I know, like, dude, that's what. Yeah, dude, like, if you've ever had someone that arm bar, you don't put it over your thigh. They crack it right over the pelvis, bro. Right there. Right in the gooch. Now you're rocking a fucking mountain as a protective shield, and it's hard as hell. Yeah. Crack it over that, maybe. Yeah, that's why Ortega's been doing it. I put it. I just hope he doesn't start humping people. He's going to fucking murder someone. Maybe even end up with...
He's supposed to lose an eye.
All right, no more humping people in the face when you're in the cage unless it's really cool and you're going to finish them that way, because that shit's hilarious. Okay.
Imagine if you tapped the strikes there. Fuck, we would never have heard the end of it. All right, anyway. Last fight on the card.
You cannot end it on that. Oh, God. Can you imagine? Okay, yeah, we can move on, but I just had to absorb that for a quick second.
Last fight on the card, Jordan Levitt. Throwing up the old inverted triangle.
Speaking of, if you told me someone was going to hump someone's fucking face from north-south on that fight card, I would have said it's Jordan Levitt. Like, bro, what? Like, for real. And that's not even a diss. Like, if you told me, dude, I'm from the future, I live in New Zealand, by Max, and someone humped someone's face tonight with their cup, I would have said, oh, Jordan Levitt's fighting. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Did he do the splits on him? But hey, that dude fights. I don't know how to word it. He's like a chess fighter, you know, like one of those guys. He's trying to figure it, but it's like it's not even that. It's like he's trying to figure out how to fight and fuck you at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, dude. It's like he's trying to fight and fuck you. Like, how do I fight and fuck you at the same time? I don't understand how to word it besides that. I'm sorry.
Fair. I mean,
it is.
He's called the Monkey King, right?
Yeah.
You've seen those videos of people in the monkey forests in fucking Thailand and shit, and they just jump on their head and start banging them.
I'm not speaking bullshit. I know the shit I'm saying. It makes sense. I mean, I wanted to tweet that, and I didn't because I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to take that the wrong way.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
He fights like he wants to try to figure out how to fuck you. And it's dope. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. I just can't explain it. It's like he's looking at you like, yeah, girl. Yeah, throw that. Okay, that's how you throw that? Okay. Peep this, oh. Peep this. I'm going to do splits on your face. Watch this. I don't know how, and I'm not I don't know how to explain it besides that. It's awesome. That dude's awesome, bro. He's what I would call most people, most fighters like that, like a chess fighter, man.
Absolutely. And
except the loser of the chess match wants to fight. Oh yeah,
that's how I feel when I lose chess matches. Just like, rage boner,
bro.
No,
that was clean as fuck. That was clean as fuck. That was clean as hell.
Hell yeah.
But that goes into kind of what I'm saying on a serious note. It's like he's literally like looking for these weird opportunities, man, and he'll get them. You give it to him, and he'll figure it out. I mean, that
Who else has landed a slam? Remember on Mount Wyman?
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up. And how did he do it too? You can tell it was. I don't even think he meant to like knock him out. I mean, if that happens, that happens. But I think it's him thinking about shit. Like, because I know when I've grappled before, I know when I would slam someone, I'd be like, just toss them on the ground. You want to land on them right. You want to also land in like a advantageous position and put the most force you can into it. For me, it's like Jordan, when he went for that slam, knew. Hit his fucking top of his body first, put that elbow right there into his neck, and just went boom.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
framed off him.
It's physics.
Smashed him into the ground. It's physics, bro. It's science.
And it's something you can figure out when you do grapple people, can you not? Like, you can tell some people, not everybody, you can tell this is going to hurt a lot more if I just do it this little tiny thing different.
Hell yeah. If you're a bastard of a training partner like Mac Malley.
Yeah, bro. I'll fucking hump your face.
Talk to my student. I broke his rib. Excuse me, Tony?
This sounds kind of dickish. No, fuck him.
That's kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
Anyway, those were the fights that were. That's 2021 for UFC.
That's 2021, baby.
Like a great way to end it.
Okay, say goodbye.
3 decisions. Peace.
Yeah.
We're gonna have. It was a good ending, and it's gonna be a great beginning.
Hey, we got Ryzen though. Year. We got Ryzen.
Oh, we do have Ryzen.
Thank Christ.
Thank Jesus. Anyway, should we have a sponsor break and then discuss some celebrity boxing bullshit?
Okay, so I'm gonna need my alcoholic beverage for this one because
it's sad.
I have a hole in my heart. Like I've had breakups, pets die, but Tyron Woodley going to sleep like that on the mat just don't sit right with me. But did you see it?
I saw the finish. I did not engage in the pay-per-view.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I'm not going to be the best journalist in the world today, but I will defer to your knowledge.
Well, I'll say this.
But I did see the finish.
Yeah. I thought the entire time Woodley and Paul was going on. And I was saying this because I was doing Twitch while but I was saying that, and not many people seem to disagree. I was like, I think, because Woodley kind of came out strong, and then took a round off, or vice versa. I don't remember, but it was like he was doing some shit. I think it was the first. He was doing some shit, or it was the second. Like he kind of cruised the first, and then came on. He came on strong there for a minute, and then took a round off, and then kind of came back at him. And I thought maybe this is literally his plan. He's like, okay, if I can hit him with something and get him out of there, cool. If not, I'm gonna one round on, one round off until we get to the later rounds, and then I'm going to pour it on. I'm going to finish him. I really think Woodley was letting his hands go a little bit more. It didn't look like it as the fight progressed. Then I started going, fuck. But, like, he cut Woodley, or he cut Paul pretty bad with the elbow. And
shit.
And then he slammed the fuck out of him.
Which you were calling for, weren't you?
Yeah, and the ref even goes like, "Oh no, no, you can't do that." He's like, "Do it again. I gotta take a point." I can't believe they didn't take a point. Like he picked him up off his feet. It was a slam, dude.
That's what we wanted to do to Floyd.
I was cheering my ass off. I was like, "Get him, Woodley! Fucking put him on his ass." Anyway, the only thing I really care to say about this is, the more we discredit Woodley, or discredit, I should say, Paul, the more we discredit Woodley. And I feel bad for Woodley. And not like he needs me to feel bad for him. But, like, I still like Woodley. I mean, he was out there trying to... I hate seeing how much hate he's getting. And not all of it's hate, but he's getting a lot of hate. And it's like, okay, the more you act like that was some type of fake shit, or that he just sucks, or that, you know, Paul sucks and how the fuck could he do this to Woodley, the more you're shitting on our boy, dude. That's our guy. And I think have I not said this? Have I not said for the longest time, even before the Askren fight, that Jake Paul's good at boxing for how long he's been doing it?
Mm-hmm.
I have said that, correct?
You have.
Yeah, he's good for how long he's been doing it. And I'm not a boxing expert. I'm not going to pretend that I'm anything I'm not. But I watch enough boxing to know, like, he's not out there looking like Frank Gore versus Williams. That was dog shit. Like, even the ref was like, what the fuck, dude? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. This is what are you doing? Like, what? Jake Paul's pretty good for how long he's been doing it. Now, do I think he goes in there and smokes some of the people he calls out? Fuck no. Like, I think you put Usman in there. Usman's not even known. I think Usman would fuck him up. Especially looking at the way this fight went. Because I thought Woodley was going to get it. As the fight progressed, you know, he had this giant cut on his head. And Paul looked tired as shit. Paul looked super tired. Way more tired than Woodley did. But my biggest beef, the people saying that shit's faked. That shit's staged. Look, man, here's the number one thing. And I've tweeted this. I know you guys probably heard me say this, but I'll break this down in reels for you. There are 1,000 ways you can stage a fight without going face first into the fucking ground unconscious. Because what did people say after the last fight anyway? Staged. They're going to say it's staged anyway. And Woodley, I know, has the type of pride. That's the thing. That's why he wanted it again. I mean, if he didn't care, if he didn't want to avenge his L, you know, and I get the money. I know. He wouldn't have taken it if he didn't think he could beat him. And then you go, well, that's why they staged it. You don't stage a fight by saying, knock him the fuck out. Like, literally, fucking hurt him. Hit him in a way that, God forbid, but it happens, man, that he wakes up never the same. You don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. Dude, the people saying, well, he dropped. All it would take is go, okay, let's just spar it out a little bit, try to make it look real. I know trying to make it real is not as easy as just saying it. But you could do it. You know, two people that spar, you could say spar, and then in the 6th round, I'm gonna crack you with a body shot. Keep your hands real high. You can even sell that by saying, I'm gonna fucking send you, bro. I'm gonna send you. You don't ever see people die from body shots. Like, yeah, you might piss blood for a couple days, but you could say for a couple mil, that's what people's argument. For a couple mil, I'll go out like that. Then have them hit you in the body. And like you said a second ago, this is what I mean by there's 1,000 other ways you could do it besides put me in a cemetery on a pay-per-view. No, that's not how it works. That's not what you do. You would go, okay, I want you to like land some flurries on me. Give me a nice shot to the, you know, body or the face, whatever. You know, don't go for that KO. Because if you spar, you know, like the type of, sometimes shit happens, but you kind of know what you're doing, right? You can hit somebody, it looks real, and then you could drop down and you could have your corner throw a fucking towel in. Or like I said, like you said, take a knee and refuse to get up. And at the end of the day, people are still going to say, that looked fake. No one can ever prove it most of the time. Yeah. In fixing fights, especially on that level, and I don't mean talent level, I mean on that type of viewership level, not very common. Yeah. It is not common, dude.
Not nowadays, no. We have to remember that it used to happen a lot back before television, before pay-per-view, right?
Internet replays.
The mob was deeply involved in boxing. If you want to watch a fixed fight, you go on YouTube, you can find one. I guarantee you.
They don't look like that.
It's not going to look like that. No.
No. It drives me crazy. People saying, oh, well, he dropped his hands right before. That's what happens when people get knocked. That's how he got knocked out. Yeah, well, he meant to do it. Are you sure? Because if you watch it real close, like some people even citing that exact punch. Woodley, it was almost the same punch he hit with Askren. Woodley standing there. He didn't bite on the first two feints. Like, he had his hands up, whatever. Then on like the third one, Paul looks exhausted. I think Woodley knew this, and I think this is why what I figured maybe he was doing was let him just get a little more tired, and he's going to pour it on and finish him. Or at least try, you know. That was his plan, maybe. Perhaps. what it looked like to me. I don't think Woodley thought he still had that type of speed or power at that stage of the fight. He didn't look like it. And then he loads up, like I said, twice. Feints it. Woodley doesn't really bite, just kind of chilling there. All right, what's up? Then that third one, it might have even been the fourth. That's when Paul loads up, and then he starts super low. And if you watch it from the ringside angle, it looks like a body shot, where Woodley's hand comes up like this, and then he drops it because Paul comes low. You can watch it from the fucking cage. It's on. Ariel tweeted that out. Go watch, bitch. I will not sit here and believe that Woodley threw that. He got caught with a fucking nasty punch that I don't think he thought Paul had the stamina or the speed to do at that point anymore. And then he threw it just it's a one-punch shot. Dude, I was shocked. I wasn't mad. I think we have to give, I don't give a fuck what people say. You gotta give Paul credit. I've been giving credit this whole time. I had a parlay on him and Lewis winning. I would have won like $500. And of course, Lewis won. I thought Woodley was maybe about to pull it off. I can't even be mad at the kid, dude. You gotta respect him, man. And I don't think he goes out there and beats, like, he calls out Canelo. He calls out everybody, dude. But that was clean. And if you think that was fake, go look at the ringside camera and look where the original trajectory of that punch is going and why maybe Woodley's hands would have dropped. Also thinking of how tired Jake looked. And not defeated, but... And that's another reason I give him so much props. How many kids that age with 3 years of boxing experience go out there and box Woodley a second time? I didn't think he wanted to do it after the first. After the first time, where he got put against the ropes, I think that's why he was like, nah, fuck that. You didn't get the tattoo. I'm fighting Tommy Fury. I don't think that... And then after that cut, bro, and then after Woodley kind of swarmed a couple times in that fight, it wasn't looking so good, dude. And he had the heart to say, fuck that, and he knocked out... I think the more you discredit Paul, the more you're discrediting Woodley. And I'm just not about it, man. I'm not about it. Yeah, it wasn't Woodley's best performance, obviously. But goddamn, breaks my heart. But we got to start respecting that kid and be careful about who we send over. For sure.
And I think people who think it's thrown, that it's a fixed fight, they need to look at the facts. Even if it was a decision or whatever you want to say, even if you edged him out and Jake Paul won again, you've got to look at the facts, which is Tyron Woodley, and this isn't to take anything away from him as a UFC fighter and his experience. He's always had issues with cardio. He hasn't won a fight in 4 years nearly.
I swear you were about to say decades.
4 decades. Like, we've seen against Usman, against Burns, against Covington, against Luque, his tentativeness and his lack of willingness to engage and slight more fragility, and he's a lot smaller than Jake. People don't talk about that enough. He's a much, like, they're weighed in similar, but you see them next to each other. He's 5'9". Jake's closer to 6'2". If any person with that sort of size advantage hits you with a clean right hook after 6 rounds of exercise when you're tired, you're gonna go to sleep. There's nothing outrageous to suggest that it was fixed, and I would never believe it was fixed.
I also just, out of just what I believe as, like, competitive people, I know you're a competitive person. I am one of the, I grew up with 2 brothers, dude. I am super competitive. I don't care. I'd even say the number one reason to believe that it's not fixed is, let's say he did it takes one person to come out and be like, oh, well, it was fixed. Peeps this. And then all these future pay-per-views, everything Jake has done so far, over. It's over. That's all over now. Now you got to hope that you go back to YouTube. Now everyone's going to hate you because you sold them 3 pay-per-views already. You blow up any future opportunities. I don't think Woodley would ever agree to that. Being a former UFC champion, you know what hard it takes to get there? I just know. I cannot stand it. Not a lot of things bother me like fuck It bothers me like fuck seeing people be like, well, no, but the way he dropped his hand, fuck you, idiot. Have you ever punched someone in your life?
Yeah.
Well, my stepmom, or whatever the fuck they'd probably say. Like, bro, no. That was a clean punch from... I just think we need to be careful who we send over there now. I don't even like the idea of Silva. I think Silva would probably fuck him up. It needs to be...
Yeah.
I don't... It's a weird spot. I'll think about it more, but let's all take it easy on Woodley, you know?
It just puts such a bad fucking taste in my mouth, that the idea that we give this guy Anderson Silva.
I don't like it, because just the off chance that he does win.
Regardless of anything. Like, the dude's 40... What, 45? How old's Andy now?
Yeah, fucking...
43?
Yeah.
He's one of the most legendary figures in the history of our sport, and we're just gonna... And he beat JCC Jr. in an amazing performance. And he could absolutely smoke Jake Paul, but
I don't like it. Same.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. But if they did, and he smoked him, I would be so fucking happy. Like, I'd be like, dude, that's what you get, bitch. You thought Woodley jumped to Anderson? Peep this. But, Paul has not fought anyone even near his size yet.
Yeah,
and I what do you see with...
I don't want to take anything away from him, right? I don't want to take anything away from Paul, like you said. Like, he does deserve props for this, but he has yet to fight a boxer.
And I think...
boxing.
If Andy was not as old as he was, I'd be like, do it. But it's the off fucking chance. It's the off. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Anderson losing. I'm not even willing to risk that. You know?
Yeah.
I'd rather fully believing he'd win. I'm still not down to risk that, because that would. No, I'm gonna have to go beat someone's ass myself at that point.
I think we need to think about what we want. Well, what are we doing this for? Like, are we doing this to get people paydays? Or are we doing this to beat Jake Paul? Because
that's a good point.
Because if we want to beat Jake Paul, first of all, we're not in charge. We can't give him anyone. If it was up to people who wanted to lose, just give him a boxer. He's a boxer. He's claiming to be a boxer. Give him a boxer, and then he'll lose. That's just how it'll work.
Guess who called him out? This is who I would pick. This is who I'd pick. MVP. Throw him in there, bro. Fuck it. That's Bellator. We ain't risking shit. I like MVP, but we ain't risking shit on the UFC's name, you know?
I just heard Coca get an erection.
Dude. Do that. My only problem would be, I don't know if Paul would take that. I think he's, especially after this now, number one trending person was Anderson. I think he's going to want that. But if it was up to us, dude, MVP, can you imagine how bad he'd clown him? And I know he's another welterweight, but he's much taller. He's the same height. And that's usually what fucks people up, right? When they start striking, if you're used to beating people shorter than you, and you face, hey, Gustafsson Jones. I truly, to this day, believe that was his number one problem with that fight. He was like, I am not used to fucking with someone that has the same... I'm used to being able to bop you from here. I'm not used to being able to fight someone that bops me from the same distance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we need to think about what we're trying to achieve with the Jake Paul thing. I'm happy Tyron Woodley made a shitload of money.
Same.
I'm absolutely ecstatic for the guy, because one thing that almost everyone can agree on is that UFC fighters are underpaid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad Jake Paul is getting Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley some paydays. I do want someone to beat Jake Paul.
Same.
I would love him to fight a boxer.
But I don't hate the kid.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So we'll have to see. If he fights Anderson Silva, I don't want him to do it. But we'll have to see what happens, man. See how long this experiment goes on.
I think it would end if they did that. But if it didn't, then I'm done. I'm a football fan now. That's it.
Yeah,
shit, I'll get into soccer. I'm not doing... No, yeah, I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that shit. I'm so done. It's fake.
We need to limit it to people who are less than twice his age. That's who we can let.
But if there was one, Andy would be the guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't even want to... No, if it was up to me, not even taking it. But yeah, let's move on from that. I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it. But it was... No, don't be disrespecting our boy like that. Hell no. But yeah, one real quick thing before we get into questions. Dana White completely flopping on what he's been saying for months about Carla Esparza. Like, he literally said, I think this is exactly what he said. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he said, fuck no. I will not make that fucking fight. Carla needs to get her cookie ass off of the bench and not pray for a title. I think he said that, word for word.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then now, today, he comes, today he came out and said that that's 100% the fight to make. 100%. And I'm glad that he's on board, because it is. And it all comes full circle. I burn a stick of sage, or a bundle of sticks of sage every day, willing this plan to happen. Where Carla Esparza comes back, wins the title, Joanna comes back, gets the title shot, wins the title again, and the Packers win the Super Bowl. And I'm done with sports. Just hang them up when you win.
You 100% clocked sports. Is that what that is? You're going to go back?
That's what I said, sports. I'm going to work on Jeeps again, bitch. I'm going to work on Jeeps again. Fuck all this. I won. You know?
See, we are in opposite camps. We're literally in opposite camps, because you are... I think you love Joanna more than you hate Rose. But
I don't hate Rose at all anymore. No, not anymore. No.
For Joanna, I mean. You want Rose to lose the belt so Joanna can have it. That's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Whereas what I want... I've been burning some sage as well, my friend, because what I want is Carla Esparza to get this title shot. Rose to style on her and get revenge for her first UFC loss. And then Karolina Kowalkiewicz coming back, earning a title shot. Rose beats her. Rose has beaten everyone who ever beat her. She's the best strawweight ever. And then she can just ride off into the sunset and grow dandelions or whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Go ahead and remind... Here. Is this part of your grand plan? Starting a podcast with someone that now says, fuck you, I'm not doing any more episodes now? How dare you? How fucking dare you, sir?
Less than 2.5 hours of content for this.
No, I like Rose. I genuinely like Rose now, man. I like Rose. I'm cool with her. I never hated her because she beat Joanna. It was more her fans. It was more her fans that would dog on me all the time. I don't give a fuck. You know, I've shown this 1,000 times before. Signed card. Yeah, 3 out of 25. God bless.
Is that every night? Yeah.
But I really like Carla, and that's the fight to make. I mean, that was the fucking fight to make. It is. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna leapfrog someone if you do anybody else. So, end of the day, you know, my whole Joanna thing's a joke. I don't think that she deserves a title shot. But hey, man, you know,
he's always hoping.
Packer fan Aaron Rodgers MVP, Joanna champ into 2022. Peace, bitch. Like, I'm out. Cashing out, and I'm
over.
Dipping. I'm out. Yeah. Anyway.
Going back to Jeeps and jerky.
Jeeps and jerky. All right, let's do some fan questions. Let's get the fuck out of here, yeah?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up now. I will be the quiz master for fan questions. We asked you guys for some more questions. You hit us with a shitload. Thanks again. We love you all. Tyler J. Amos.
Hate him.
The biggest Dagestan fan in the world. Do you think Khamzat holds a belt by the end of 2022?
I would like to see one more fight before I make that prediction, but I think from everything that we've seen from him so far, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. You are not going to get me with a gun to my head to bet against Kamaru Usman right now. Now, if they make Colby Kamaru or Colby Khamzat, and Khamzat does anything close, even anything close to what he's done to everyone else he's fought so far, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm similar. I think Khamzat is in just such a weird position. I don't think anyone else in the history of the UFC has been in this position where his hype is so high, and his ability has matched it.
And that was the asterisk I was gonna say. But that he's actually fucked everybody up to the point he's taken 2 punches in 4 fights. Never seen it.
Which is the most insane thing in the world. So
never seen it.
If he dog walks someone in the top, whatever, 6. Like at this point, welterweight's wide open, you know, because Usman is the most dominant guy in the world right now. So if he dog walks someone in the top 6, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's see this. That's it.
So I think it's to answer the question. I think it's totally possible, but I am not going to sit here and say yes until I need one more out of a top 5. I don't care if it's I mean, Colby would tell. I would bet my house on Hamzat if he smoked Colby. I'd go, nope, nope, and not even for bro math, but that's a similar style. Doesn't have the same power on the feet, but if he smoked him on the ground, I'd go, nope, 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 nope. Welterweight, oops,
And I would like to say, if anyone other than Kamaru Usman was the champion, if it was any other division, I would say I reckon Khamzat could get it done in the next year. But Usman is just so dominant that that's the only thing holding me back, I think.
Same. Yeah.
Right. Mandrew, our boy, says, what was your favorite fight night card in 2021? So not including pay-per-views.
Oh, dude. I drink so much beer and I watch so many
hard to
fights. I
remember
always
them, huh?
forget. Yeah, dude. We'd have to go through a whole thing. I mean, I'll say it would be easier to say like maybe some performances or like you know the last few fights of a fight card. But like this last one was really good.
That's a great way to end the year.
Fantastic
Absolutely.
way. I don't have a solid answer for you on that one. I'd have to go back. I mean, you got to remember, like me at Max, literally. Well, I shouldn't even involve Max in this. I mean, part of my problem is that I drink 47 beers. You know, it's like, I got to include that. And I'm not gonna throw Max under that bus, but yeah. I mean, I'd have to go through them a little bit and look. Maybe we could even do that. Maybe we could write that down in next week.
Yeah.
We can kind of preview the year. Hey, boom. That's what we could do next week.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
So, hey, I'll have an answer for you next week on that. Let's do that.
Yeah. I think if we're talking just about some individual performances, I think
Holloway Cater's
Holloway Cater is unbelievable. Holloway Rodriguez,
insane too.
Fantastic. Basically, Max Holloway's been the king of fight nights this year.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a bunch with Marvin Vettori where he's shown up. Yeah, it's hard to remember just off the top of your head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a fucking amazing year to be an MMA fan. Let's just get that straight right now.
100%. And apparently Endeavor has noticed it. Like they're gonna, I don't know if you saw that article. I mean, it was like an athletic article or whatever. Like so, like a legit, or it might have been Forbes. I don't remember. But yeah, they were talking like, dude, they crushed it this year. And what does that tell you? They're gonna dump more money into this, and it's only gonna get better. So,
good.
Hey,
this is one of the best years in the world in history of MMA, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It has to be.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What we got next? Suicidal Elmo. What is your favorite submission ever? Can be in a fight that you've seen, or it can be just your favorite general submission to use.
You go first. Let me, because I don't want to give a generic answer. I want to give one. I mean, I'll tell you right now, just out of like my favorite submissions, twisters are dope because they're so rare. And if you've ever been in one, fuck that. I mean, imagine an armbar, but it's your goddamn spine. Kinda.
Yeah.
It even feels worse.
Someone's can opening you with a fucking, just pulling your spine out of your body.
Yeah.
Not fun.
But I like triangles. I like triangles because usually they come from positions where you're in trouble. Where rear naked chokes, you see them coming. Guillotines, you catch somebody. You know, triangles usually come from. I like those the most. But you got an answer?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Darce boy.
No Darce. Yeah.
And it comes from being shit at them. Like it's the thing I've had to work on the most. But also it's just so much fun when you see someone hit them. Like when Tony Ferguson Darced, was it Lando Venata? When he got it on it might have been Edson Barboza. When he got it on the feet, he punched his arm through, made the grip, and then just rolled down. It was just so much fun to watch. I love those.
I'd say if I had to pick my favorite submission, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Jimmy Flicks was dope, bro.
Oh my god!
And I mean that was recent, you know. And then obviously you got the DJ versus Ray Borg. I mean, I'd have to think about that. I'm not someone that catalogs in my mind the submissions because I remember a lot more knockouts. That's just the way I am.
I think DJ Borg is my favorite ever.
That's what when I literally said I didn't want to be, but that one was so sick, dude.
Yeah, it's no beat. Like
I don't know what the fuck was that.
It's like something out of a video game.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll think about that more. Elmo, I love you. I got a good one from Hectic though. Hectic says, if you were going to get highlight reeled by any fighter, who would it be and why? I'll let you start that one.
Okay, I'm gonna make a rule for this question.
Oh no, you're gonna take away my answer.
You are not allowed to be horny.
Oh, I knew you were gonna take the fun out of it. I knew it because I had my answer, bitch. I knew you were gonna take the fun out of it. I knew it when you said, "Hold on." I went. So I cannot be. Oh, god damn it, Max. Okay.
Come on. Tell me your answer before the rule. Go on.
Well, now you got me feeling. Am I horny?
Now you got me feeling horny. Never say that to me.
Oh, I'd like to be triangled by Derek Lewis.
I said no horny.
Megan Anderson. Anyway, favorite. Okay, if I was gonna get highlighted,
You're a fucking monster, dude.
I would. Hey, man, I would have fucking inched into it. Not like that. I would have inched into that like a fucking teaser of a fucking answer, and then you pushed me by taking it away. You know, fuck that. If I was gonna get highlighted, are we talking about for money though? All right. If we're just saying for LOLs. Ooh.
You're a fucking animal, man.
Okay. I would let Amanda Nunes punch me in the face just to see. I just want to see.
Ooh, that's good. That's
like,
good. That's
just to be able to go, I am a 6 foot, 1.5, 6'2" man. She hits hard as fuck. She knocked me the fuck out. I would like to be able to shut people up about that. I don't think there's a lot of doubters anymore. I would I just go ahead and say, knock me the fuck out, Nunes. Go.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
No. Take it back. Oh. Can I eat an 18 punch combo from Joanna?
Absolutely, you can.
Boom. Deal. Sign me up for free.
For free.
I just involve a kick.
To the jump.
Not for any reason. Yeah, sure. Not for. There's got to be a kick involved. Like, it's got to be everything. I want to taste everything.
What you're saying is there has to be feet involved.
That's what I was trying to steer away from. No, because I'm not that type of guy. But I want to feel it all. You know, throw a knee in there.
I bet you do.
Throw a knee, headbutt me if you need to.
Yeah. Hurt me is what you're saying. You want to hurt me, please?
Fuck me up. Just fuck me up. Just fuck my shit up.
Okay. I think the bitchest thing for me to say would be submissions because I don't want to get hurt. So I would say, like flying whatever the fuck by Ryan Hall or someone. But just because you will like beat me to death in the face,
got to.
I'll be a little bit braver than that.
Yeah.
I'll take an Uberim uppercut to the body.
I find it mighty pussy of you to not just say Ngannou. Okay? If we're talking, hey, but I'll allow it. I'll take it though, because it would be. Hey, Overeem was a bigger star in the sport throughout the career. I get it.
Dude, I don't want to go to like hell. Like I have 4 or 5 concussions under my belt. I'm pretty sure I've used up all my freebies.
Dude, my answers put me in hell. Fuck the uppercut. My answers put me in hell.
All right, let's do like 2 more. You got any? Fucking monster.
Let's try to hit. Oh damn, we got a few more. Connor's Bane, shout out, dude. Thank you. I appreciate you just saying that we're a great listen. We'll try to keep it up. We're dumb as fuck. Well, I'm dumb as fuck. I want to speak for Max, but
how dare you?
He's pretty cute though. He's good to look at. What's your favorite fight night? I read that one. Hey, do you think Cheeto Vera could beat Sugar in a rematch? If he does, who should he fight next? I will just keep it as short and sweet as saying I do believe Cheeto knocked out Sugar in that fight. Nothing against Sugar. Dude, look at the people Cheeto's been fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he did knock out... Dude, you don't go out like that unless... You don't. You can watch it back, and people argue with me. No. That happened. And Sugar has made a resurgence. He's looked great ever since then. I love Sugar, bro. I don't like sugar in my sodas and shit. Shit, I don't even drink... But, no. I think it would maybe be a close fight the second time around, but I would probably have to favor Cheeto. I mean, look who we just fought, you know?
Look who he just fucking murdered.
Yeah. Like,
Frankie
dude.
Edgar.
And then Aldo before that. Yeah, he lost, but, like, that's where Cheeto is. So, I'd be interested in it. I think Sugar could absolutely win that. I think, I don't know. Maybe he... I don't know. But he definitely...
I think we see that fight again.
Probably down the line because they're both young. Yeah. They're both young and they're both going to be at the top. Yeah, we probably do. Okay, let's see. If you could do shrooms with any fighter, who would it be and why? There's literally only one fucking answer to this. El Kukoi. Hey, bro.
Oh my god.
Let's do
dude.
some fucking shrooms. No, bro. Like, I mean, I guess there's some other ones you could maybe. You could think Diaz. I don't think he'd be fun. He's kind of mean, honestly.
I'd be scared of doing shrooms.
Yeah.
With Tony Ferguson.
No, over Diaz?
With Tony. I'd just be scared of doing any sort of illicit substance with Tony Ferguson.
Sign me up. Sign me up. You'll learn some shit, boy. You will learn some shit. He'll tell you some shit you never even thought of. You'd be like, oh my god, I get why.
I would eat them with Patty Pimblett.
That's not a bad shot. That would be fun. I would take.
Laugh.
Tony would just be educational as shit. I just imagine like 45 minutes in, you're sitting there like, okay, yeah, they kicking in for you, and he looks at you, he goes, they've been kicking in, and you go, oh shit. He goes, are you there yet? And you go, I'm feeling it. And he goes, all right. And he just explains everything crystal clear what Eddie Bravo's been saying for fucking 5,000 years. And you go, oh my god. Yeah. It would be educational as shit, dude. He dropped some knowledge on you. But, yeah. I mean, him or Khabib. Khabib would be funny just because you know he'd never do those in his life. Like, just see what the fuck he'd say. But anyway. Okay, yeah. Tony for me. And Patty Pimblett would be fun. Yeah. You guys would eat everything, bro.
I just think it'd be fucking hilarious. We just sit around eating burgers for 4 hours. Also, I've never done shrooms, so.
I'm not saying I have, but I'm saying I know it would be fun to do them with Tony. That's fair. Do you think? More than fair. Do you think Eagle FC will come? Wink, wink. Do you not on this? On the last one. Do you think Eagle FC? Shout out Howard. What's up, baby? Do you think Eagle FC will compete with other organizations like Ryzen, PFL 1, Bellator? I think right off the bat, short and sweet. Let's keep him short and sweet.
Yeah.
I think because of his name value, possibly, and he's doing the exact same thing everyone else is doing. He's picking up all the people that came from the UFC that already have names. That's something that you cannot project this early on. But with the names he's already bringing on, if it's something that stays around for a few years, sure, it could compete. I'm not going to say it's going to beat it, but go ahead.
I can see it being sort of a Fight Nights Global M1 style build up Russian talent before they send off to the UFC. But the fact that they want to bring Kevin Lee in to murder Diego Sanchez does not bode well for me in terms of their ability to matchmake stars.
That literally tells me they're doing everything everyone else is doing. Like when I saw it, I went, that's what we're doing? It's the same fucking thing. That's why I notch it down to, well, Khabib has such a huge following. Like, what does Scott Coker have on Twitter? Fucking 5 followers. Like, who knows, bro? Like, in Instagram alone, like, think about all of Khabib's fans going over just to support him. So maybe. I say we'll rock one quick one because this one's super quick. Oh, wait. Well, Thomas says, who do you think y'all break out? Who do you y'all... Thomas, come on, guy. You're fucking me up here. Who do you y'all think will be a breakout fighter in 2022? Ooh.
Who do you think, man? That's a tough one, man. It's a really good question because it's impossible to predict.
Yanez, I think Yanez is gonna show out.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I don't consider this year his breakout year yet. Because breakout would entail like main event slots, like back to back. He's fighting like top dudes. I'm gonna say Yanez Blanchfield.
Oh fuck yeah!
Very possibly, because I thought Miranda was a lock, dude. She knew maybe she's one of them too. We'll see. But Yanez is my lock on that. Yeah. As far as but go ahead, your turn.
I think Movsar Evloev is a sure thing.
Evloev, sure.
As sure a thing as we've got at the moment. I think he has everything he needs, and I think he's only getting better, and I think he needs a top 10 guy. So if he gets 3 fights in, and he keeps winning, and he's beating top 10, top 5 guys, he could fight for the belt early 2030. 2030, fuck. 2023. And I think it's Kai Kara France's year. Dude.
Ooh, him too, dude.
I think it's Kai's year. I think Kai gets, at some point, if Moreno loses the belt, I think that rematch needs to happen. If he doesn't lose the belt, Kai is at most one fight away.
Yeah. No, he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So those would be my answers to that.
Okay. We are going to rock these last two only because this one is a one-word answer for this one. Eric Bouchert, I hope I said that right. What's up, dude? What did you guys think of Herb Dean's stoppage of the Swanson-Elkins fight? I thought it was totally fine. Yes, is all I have to say.
Excellent. I thought it was excellent.
There was nothing to signify Elkins was going to come back, and he was only going to get hurt worse.
As soon as he hadn't gone down yet, really, but obviously he did, but he got back up. As soon as Herb stopped the fight, Elkins just fucking went down.
And that heel kick murders most people.
Yeah. I want to see more of those stoppages. Honestly.
Yeah, that was fine with me. Totally fine with me. And then the last one, Kingpin Dana White. What's up? Favorite moment in the UFC. That one's hard, but if you asked me that right off the bat and you said I had to answer within 10 seconds, which has been about 8, I would say Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey, kicking her in the head. What's up?
All right, gun to my head. GSP Michael Bisping.
Ooh, fuck you.
Gun
in this.
To my head.
Oh, he was winning too. That was dope though. I respect him for it. But that
just
was
as like the perfect way to end a pay-per-view. Like,
and then
you know,
Cody before that. Cody, TJ,
exactly.
TJ catching him, and then Rose catching Joanna. Like I know,
amazing.
and then GSP getting beat up by Bisping, and then catching it. Like, dude, nice, yeah. But if I had to just answer, I'd probably have better ones. Diego Sanchez. There's a lot of fucking moments, but I don't know if I've ever lost my goddamn mind. Like when I predicted Holly would win. I didn't think by head kick, but when she head kicked Ronda, I just about
pooed yourself.
And both sides, bro. I mean, I threw up. I blew blood out my nose. I fucking and then I also shit my pants, bro, all at the same time. And then the cop showed up, and I said, I need to clean myself up. And I said, do you know what the problem is? And he said, what? And I said, Holly just knocked out Ronda. He went, are you fucking kidding me? I said, no. This is actual true story. Not me shitting my pants and all that. What is true is when the cop showed up, he said, like, yeah, we got a noise complaint. I said, I'm so sorry. I was like, Holly Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey. And he said, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, no. Because remember, we're from here, And I explained to him, I was like, no, she head kicked her. I was like, we got quiet after that. He's like, yeah, we haven't had any other complaints. We just showed up because someone said you guys were screaming. And so he left, but he was like, high five, bitch. Pop.
High five, bitch. And then he gave you his gun.
He said, here's my gun. Shoot it in the air after I leave. I leave, I want you to fire it in the air, yelling, every bullet, HOLLY, HOLM, bitch, NM, pop, 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 505, what's up, bitch, pop. Yeah, no,
that's as good as a place to end the podcast as ever.
Yeah. All right, next week we will do a recap on the year. I guess that's a perfect idea. Max, got anything to say before we bounce?
I love you, Mac.
I love you too. And we went a little bit longer than usual, but it's because we're fucking awesome. And you are too if you listen to this shit. So, oh damn! Look who's looking jacked. Peace.